Welcome students, myself Kukureja Rahul, and today we have to learn about the standard 9th mathematics. And as per the previous lecture, we already learned that statistics, and we have to move on that chapter and the next topic for the next topic. Okay, now standard 9. And today's chapter is, we already learned from the previous more lectures, that is statistics. Okay, and we have to move on, that is measure of. Today's topics is measure of central tendency. Okay, today's topic is measure of central tendency. Okay, so as per the name of the topic, that is measure of central tendency, we have to measure some particular values that in contained in the statistical data in the ungrouped data, for the ungrouped data. Okay, for group data you have to learn in the standard 10, but here we have to learn central tendency for the ungrouped data. As per the name central tendency, we have to find the middle value of the every data. Okay, middle value of the every data. Middle values, that is there are three types of the middle values. One of them is mean, second one is median, and third one is mode. Okay, third one is mode. So in today's session, we have to move on for the first mean. Okay, so first of all we have to start for the mean in the today's lesson. That what is mean? What is mean? Mean is nothing but that is a arithmetic mean of the set of observation is equal to the sum divided by the total number of the observation. This mean we also say that as a arithmetic mean. Okay, this mean we also tell them as a arithmetic mean, and arithmetic mean is a set of observation is equal to the sum of observation divided by total number of observation. Okay, so depend on the define, my formula is, that is mean is equal to the sum of all observation that is given in the data divided by number of observation. Okay, so in the statistically we have to define them. Mean as x bar equal to sum of the all observation, that is sigma xi, divided by number of observation, that is sigma fi, or you have to say that you have to use sigma sigma fi equal to n, that is number of observation. N means number of observation. You have to use or x bar equal to sigma xi upon number of observation. Okay, from both of them you have to use any one kind of the formula in the data. Okay, this formula is only and only for the raw data or ungrouped data. Okay, so what is my sigma? This is the sign of the sigma. Sigma means sum. Sigma means sum. And xi means, what is the number defined as I? I means number of observation. Okay, we have a number of observation as a, here is my data kind x1, x2, x3, x4, x5, x6, this kind of data. This is my kind of data. Okay, so what is my, as per the defined, what is my xi? We define xi as a I as a number of the observation, that is 1 2 3 4, how many number of observation till. Okay, then sigma xi means sum of the all observation, that is x1 plus x2 plus x3 plus x4 plus x5 plus x6, all divided by sigma fi. Fi means, f means frequency, okay, and n means number of observation. Number of observation and frequency are, both of them are similar for the raw data and means ungrouped data and group data, both of them. Then here we see that here is a number, 6 numbers of the observation are available. So my x bar is equal to x1 plus x2 plus x3 plus x4 plus x5 plus x6 divided by 6. Okay, so same kind of the we have to use in the mean. So let's start to solve the question of the mean. Okay, question related to the mean. Okay, so now here is the first question. If the height of the 5 person are 144 centimeter, 152 centimeter, 144 centimeter, 152 centimeter, okay, 151 centimeter, 158 centimeter, 155 centimeter, respectively, find the mean of height. Find the mean height of the given data. Okay, there is a 5 person. Is the height of the 5 person are given. So I want to find mean of the given data. Okay, so as per the formula, mean equal to sum of all observation upon number of observation. Okay, so sum of observation is 144 plus 152 plus 151 plus 158 plus 155 divided by how many number of observation is given, that is 1 2 3 4 5. There is a 5 number of observation are given, so here number of observation we have to take as 5. Okay, so now we have to add them. 144 plus 152 plus 151 plus 158 and plus 155. Please add all of these 5 numbers. Kindly please add fast. Which number you have to got by adding them? That is 760, right? Correct? That is 760 divided by 5. So 760 divided by 5. What is my answer? That is my answer is 152 centimeter. So my mean of the given data is 152 centimeter. Okay, my mean of the data is 162 centimeter. Now we have to move for the second example, second sum. For second example, find the arithmetic mean of first 6 natural number. Okay, find the mean of the first 6 natural number. Find the mean of first 6 natural number. Okay, here they say that 6 natural number, first 6 natural number. Natural number will be start from the 1. So my first 6 natural number is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Now I want to find the mean of this first 6 natural number. That is, my mean is equal to sum of observation divided by number of observation. Students, please note down, in every sum, in any kind of the every sum, you have to write formula for that particular related to this sum. Okay, you must to write their formulas. Okay, so sum of observation, that is 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 divided by number of observation is also given as a 6, so divided by 6. So what is my answer? Please add them. Please add fast. What is my answer? That is my 21. 3 plus 2 5, 5 plus 5 10, 10 plus 10 20 plus 1 21 by 6. So therefore 21 by 6, my answer is 21 by 6. My answer is 3.5. Okay, 3.5. So my mean for the given data for the first 6 natural number is 3.5. Okay. Now we have to move on. So now we have to write some properties related to the mean. Clear, students, till now? Now we have to move some properties related to the mean. That is, one of them is, first is, if x bar is a mean of n observation, first property is, if x bar is the mean of the n observation, that is x1, x2, x3 to till xn, then always the sum of the deviation from mean is always 0. Sum of the means sigma xi minus x bar is always equal to the 0. Okay, that is sigma of xi minus x bar is always 0. The algebraic sum of deviation from mean, sum of all observation from the mean is always equal to 0. Okay, whenever you have to subtract mean from the every observation and then do the total from them, then you got the answer equal to the 0. That is the first property of the mean. Please students, every property of the mean that's already defined and already proven. Okay, so we don't have to prove another time for that. Okay, we don't have to prove another time for that to that this answer is correct or not, or this property is correct or not. We don't need to prove again. All of the properties are already proven. Okay, so second property is that if each observation if each observation is increased by a, then mean is also increased by a. Then mean is also increased by a. So as per the question, what I will tell you that if we have to add to the every observation x1 plus a, x2 plus a, x3 plus a, x4 plus a, x5 plus a till x of n plus a, then what we have to found? We have to found mean for the particular data, that is we have to found mean is equal to, we have to find mean. So we have to find mean, that is mean is x bar, then we have to find a for the mean, increase by a in the mean. Okay, clear? Whenever I add particular number to the every observation, so what I got that this number that added in the particular observation is always added in the that of the mean. Okay, okay, mean of this data, mean of this particular data, whole data is as per given, that is x bar plus a. Okay, so third property is, now we have to move on the third property. That is equal to the second property, same as the second property. What is that property? That property is if each observation is multiplied by, if each observation is multiplied by a number, a, so then the mean is also multiplied by a. Then mean is also multiplied by, okay, mean is also multiplied by a. That is as per the calculation part, we have to see that when I multiply a to the x1, okay, plus a multiplied by x2 plus a multiplied by x3 plus till then x of n into a. So what I found that the mean always a is multiplied by mean. My answer for the mean for the given data, that is x bar into a. Mean of the data is x bar into a. Fourth one is then if each observation is divided by a number, same as if each observation is divided by number a, then my mean is also divided by a. Okay, then my mean is also divided by a. Then for the x1, x2, x3, x4 till x of n, what is my mean for this data? That is, my mean is x bar. Okay, now if I am divided by a for the particular number x3 by a, x4 by a till the x of n by a, then what is my mean? Then my mean is also divided by a. What I got mean? I got the mean that is also divided by a. Okay. Same as we have to move on the last property, that is if each observation is subtracted by a, if each observation is subtracted by a, if each observation is subtracted by a, then my new mean is also subtracted by a. Okay, so my original data is x1, x2, x3, x4, x5 till x of n. Then for the particular data, this data, my mean is x bar. So when I subtract a from the particular all data, x1 minus a, x2 minus a, x3 minus a, x4 minus a, okay, till x of n minus a. So for this data, what is my mean? My mean is always as x bar minus a. Okay, my mean is always as x bar minus a. Okay, students, clear? Please note down all the properties for the mean. Okay, there is a 5 properties of the mean we have to learn. Okay, so now we have to move on some example related to that. Okay, we have to move for the some example related to that. That is my question is here. If Now we have to move on this some more example related to this, and for others, that is one of them is if the mean of 6, 4, 7. Now we have to move on the missing numbers. That missing numbers, that is if mean of 6, 4, 7, p 6, 4, 7, p and 10 is 8. Find the value of p. Find the value of p. Okay. For the data, here in the question already given that my mean for the data is 8. Now my observation is My observation is 6. Observations are 6, 4, 7, P and 10. Okay, we have to find missing value, that is P, in the observation. So as per the formula, mean is equal to sum of observation divided by number of observation. So what is my mean? My mean is 8 equal to sum of observation, that is 6 plus 4 plus 7 plus P plus 10 divided by number of observation, that is my given, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 observation is given. So now we have to move 5 on the second side. So what I found, 8 5 is 40 is equal to 6 plus 4 10, 10 plus 10 20 plus 7, that is 27 and plus P. We can't add P for the numerical part because P is a one type of variable. Okay, so now move 27 for the second side, that is 40 minus 27 is equal to P. For my P, my value is 13. Okay, for the missing value P, my value is 13. Okay, clear students? So till that students, we have to learn basic concepts of the mean and we have to learn properties of the mean. Now we have to move on to some example related to the mean, median and mode also. Okay, for more example and more questions, we have to move on the next lecture for that. Okay, so till then students, we have any I hope you don't have any doubt in the today's session, and we have to clear all the things that today I'll teach you. Okay, so students, you have to note down all the things that I'll teach you that in the properties of the mean in your book. Okay, so that must to remember. Okay, so till then, goodbye and stay blessed.